Welcome to 2026, you bastards. New hope, perhaps, for the New York Jets, who are undefeated this year. We'll see how long that maintains. Also, the Jets are connected to a free agent quarterback option. We'll talk good, bad, indifferent. What do you think? And the Brady Cook era continues. All that and more. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. A couple of things right off the top. First off, that Stranger Things finale last night, chef's kiss. They nailed it. I won't give any spoiler alerts, but I was laughing, I was crying, a little bit of everything for the Netflix Stranger Things show finale, not just season finale, but show finale. They did a marvelous job. So, folks, if you haven't seen it, check that out. Also, I want to bring in my special guest, and then I have a few more items to say. A bonus episode here, folks. This guy was a point of debate earlier this week. We could get into that too, but let's bring him in. It's Hop on Pop in the new year, but same Pop. What's up, Pop?
Hey now. Good morning, Coffee Club.
By the way, did you hear about all that hoopla earlier this week?
Nope.
Well, earlier this week, the presence of Hop on Pop came into question. There was someone that shared their up, and Pop dropped out there. We'll see if we can get Pop back in a second. I'll have to explain that in a moment. But while Pop has been taken in a minivan down the road, folks, I do want to give a couple of quick shout outs here. I see all your memberships. We'll get to those in just a few minutes. We do have a full article in the YouTube description down below on this topic matter of the Jets being connected to Malik Willis. Wow. That was, you just got tossed out of the club there. I don't know what happened there, Pop.
Oh, there you go. You were just saying a point of debate. I missed that. Yes.
Long story short, earlier this week, people brought up whether or not they like you being on the show. And so one person shared their displeasure, like when they hear you come on the show, they said, like, if you call into the show, they say, I go like do the laundry and I come back, I'm like, oh, thank God he's gone. And I'm like, Jesus, but appreciate the honesty, I guess. And then you just had a lot of supporters come out of the woodwork. Who doesn't love Hop on Pop? Look what he brings to the table, the difference in opinion, the splash of pop. So you had a lot of defenders out there in the universe, Pop. So there you go. See, some people like it. They like the cut of your jib, perhaps.
Nope. Very nice. And yes, these are Clark Griswold jerseys.
Yes. Very nice. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I see we do have a bunch of memberships. Like I said, we'll get to those in just a second. The thing I do want to get to real quick, and then we'll get into the topic, I promise. Again, if you guys want to jump ahead, the YouTube description down below has an article with all of the details. But as we're here on January 1st, 2026, a new year, I can't help but feel so proud of what Boy Green Daily has been able to accomplish in its history, let alone this past calendar year. We just reached another milestone. We're up to 8,250 subscribers. So we just continue to climb, which I'm very humbled by, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you guys for a great year. Cheers to the Boy Green Coffee Club. We have a brand new merch shop in the YouTube description down below. We have all these, we had our first official event all together of a Boy Green Coffee Club event, which was the Jets-Cowboys game, which was marvelous. So just so many firsts, so much growth, so much expansion, and it just gets me emotional to think about it, Pop, that, man, now we're off to another year, and boy, there's so many bigger plans and ideas and everything else for 2026, and hopefully some more wins for the Jets. It'll be hard to get less wins than the Jets just had this past season, slash season they're currently still in the middle of, but here we are, Pop.
Yeah, hey now, it's been great. The Boy Green Army, militia, posse, whatever you like to round up, is continuing to grow. exciting, almost as if for the new year, the new product line merged. We've got we've got at least a half a dozen plus orders in the new merch shop. So make sure with the bargain basement pricing, the link down below of $10 for a coffee cup. Are you kidding me? And 15 for a t-shirt. Let's go.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrific. Folks, another note, if you're new here to the channel, welcome. Great to have you. Make sure you guys like the video on YouTube as you head on in. And it's 5 o'clock somewhere. The thing is that every first of the month, we reveal the raffle winner. We'll do that about halfway through the show. So folks, keep staying tuned. We'll reveal whoever the winner is for our January raffle. And then we'll start to tease our next raffle immediately. Long story short, we do raffles every single day. We do it every single day, but every single month on the channel, we do a new raffle giveaway for the fans. And to be eligible for these raffles, all you have to do is spend $3. I see a bunch of people already have with a bunch of memberships. All of those will be towards our next raffle. So Nate, NC Green, and anyone else that gifts any memberships today, that's all for our brand new raffle that we'll be talking about a little bit later. Pop, let's get into the topic at hand here. This is an interesting storyline. Some people have talked about this already. I'll put up a poll in a little bit on YouTube about it. Malik Willis, currently the Green Bay Packers quarterback. Let's do a quick history lesson here, and then we can sort of weigh the merits of whether or not this guy is someone that the New York Jets should be considering in the pool. So a couple of NFL insiders have connected the Jets to Malik Willis as a potential fit. We had Matt Lombardo talk about it on Sunday's show. Here's a quick synopsis of basically what he said. Quote, Malik Willis is everything they thought Justin Fields was going to be. He has the mobility, the escapability, and a plus arm. Some of those tight windows throws against the Baltimore Ravens, he looked like an everyday starting quarterback, not a backup quarterback coming into the game. When you think about the Jets cap situation, they can blow the Raiders or the Colts out of the water in terms of what they can offer. You could go down two paths. This is Matt Lombardo's take. Malik Willis could be the guy who starts next year and you kick the can down the road to 2027 and figure out the quarterback position then, and you get to keep all your picks. Or you draft a quarterback early, you still sign Malik Willis, and you play Willis until your rookie is ready, and you might even win some games along the way. I think there's nothing but upside to bringing Malik Willis in here for the Jets. Bleacher Report's NFL insider James Palmer also connected the Jets to Willis as an option. Poppy's 26 years of age. He turns 27 before the start of next season. He was originally a third rounder in the 2022 draft, spent his first 2 years with the Titans, and then was traded to the Packers during the 2024 offseason. And here are his numbers. He's appeared in 22 games. He's made 6 starts. He's completed 67.7% of his passes, thrown for 1,300 yards, 6 touchdown, 3 interception ratio, 2-to-1 interception ratio there. On the ground, he's ran the ball 74 times for 400 yards for an additional 4 touchdowns. He's averaged 5.5 per clip. An interesting name that obviously made himself a bunch of money in that Packers-Ravens game. Wow, a long sigh. That can't be good.
Now, for the most part, I like Matt Lombardo. I like him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah.
But in this scenario, like in Fenway Park, you have the green monster. Right?
The green what?
The green monster.
No, the green monster. You got to really get in there, pal.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So Matt's, instead of being on base on this one, he's sitting on the green monster. Right, he's way out of base. He's not. He's not playing in the right sandbox here. So he needs to really pump the brakes. Let's just go over he has played for the Tennessee Titans. Mm-hmm. Saw what he had, what he brought to the yard, if you will, and it wasn't a milkshake. They said thank you, no thank you, and they let him pass on by. One game, and Matt wants him to be the Jet starter for 2026. No, hard pass. Okay. Is he worth a trade as a potential backup quarterback?
He's going to be a free agent, just to know. No trade will be required here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't overpay then. Okay. No, whatever. No trading. I wouldn't sign him. It'd be a minimal contract. It'd be above the league average, but I would sign him clearly with the intention of being a backup quarterback, knowing that he would be the margin for my starter to be named later. But I would no way, shape, or form would I think that he is broad enough, shown enough that that would be the plan, that he would be the starter. Could he come in and be the backup? Sure. Could he develop, and who knows what happens in the future? Sure. So I think he'd be entitled to somewhat less than the Tyrod Taylor contract he's currently running. I wouldn't overbid. The fact that the Jets have the money, I wouldn't pay the Jets price, if you will, the iron price.
Sure.
But I would offer him, and maybe if you start early and often, you come up with a package, maybe a 2-year, $12 million contract.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen for Malik, and it is a limited sample size, we'll get specifically into the game that really revved the engine, apparently, of NFL people across the league. I'll give you those numbers against the Ravens in a second, where Malik Willis started in place of Jordan Love. Very impressive performance. I believe Malik Willis is going to get an opportunity in the offseason as a free agent to sign in a place. I don't know if he signs in a place where QB1, we got that locked in. I think he's going to sign to places where he has a chance to compete for the starting job. And go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
yeah,
please.
And to me, like, I think he could be in that mix, but he wouldn't be a chiseled in starter. So let's just, before everyone gets all wound up here, right? And I think there's a list of quarterbacks. So I would sign Jameis Winston. I would offer Jameis Winston a contract. And then him and Malik, they can duke it out and see what happens. I think I know who would start, but I'm in a position that then I draft. I don't have to overpay for either of those people, right? And it's realistic expectations. Hopefully I don't have to. Realistic expectations of what the Jets are going to be next year. You draft that rookie quarterback, and then you got margin that he's not going to be thrust out on the field.
In the famous Jameis example, you'd have to go back to your trade waters. Giants smartly signed him to a 2-year deal, so he would be, but very possible to be available via trade, potentially. I don't know how they feel about him in that building. I guess you would assume the QB2 rule with Russell Wilson likely exiting stage left, but we'll see what happens there. I think he's going to get a chance to compete for a starting job. Now, before that Ravens game, there's all these, and these aren't 100%, so I want to say that from the get-go. There's these websites that project people's worth in a contract. If Hop on Pop was a free agent, what do they believe he could command on the free agent market? Again, it's not 100% accurate, but Malik Willis was projected to make $1 to $2 million, like as a free agent to come. So like nothing money, the league minimum kind of stuff. But now, after that performance, people think he can parlay that into a larger deal. Now, I wrote it in the piece down below, but the first name I think of, and it doesn't take a lot to think about it, they wore the same uniform, Matt Flynn of the Green Bay Packers. I even forgot how good this game was I'm about to reference. But Matt Flynn had his Matt Flynn moment in the sun. And for people who forget, Matt Flynn was a longtime backup quarterback to Aaron Rodgers forever. And in the 2011 regular season finale, the Packers had everything wrapped up. So Matt Flynn got to start in place of Aaron Rodgers. And he had the game of his life. He completed 70% of his passes, threw for 480 yards, and had 6 touchdown passes to 1 interception in that crazy Lions game. 6 touchdown passes for this random veteran backup. And he did it at the perfect time because he was a free agent that offseason. He signed a 3-year deal for $26 million with the Seattle Seahawks. And he was supposed to be the guy. He was crowned as the QB1. And then they drafted some guy named Russell Wilson. And then Matt Flynn never got a shot. Russell Wilson beats out Matt Flynn in camp despite the money. And Russell Wilson is a borderline Hall of Famer kind of guy with all the numbers he's put up and all that other stuff. So, he had his Matt Flynn moment and it launched off to go do something here. And now Malik Willis, also in that Packers uniform, will have a chance to do it. I do just want to give a lot of love here to Malik Willis because, again, that performance in the Ravens game was spectacular. In Week 17, in case you guys missed it, he started for Jordan Love in that Ravens game. He went 18 of 21, 288 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, no picks, 9 carries for 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. And if anyone who watched the game beyond the box score, he was throwing bombs. This wasn't a dink and dunk effort where he just got to this high completion percentage and bingo bango numbers because he was dinking and dunking. He was throwing it all over the field. So he had confidence and all that. But I think a question I would have, and I think a lot of people in the audience would have, and I see it a little bit, is, oh, cool. Malik Willis, pretty talented. Hey, is that Matt LaFleur guy coming with him that's calling all these plays? The quarterback factory that's over there in Green Bay? Oh, he's not? Is Malik Willis, who you mentioned was sort of underwhelming in Tennessee, was nothing. Now, Tennessee's not a factory either, so maybe it's a sort of product of the environment here. But he looked great in Green Bay, didn't look so great in Tennessee, didn't look so great in Tennessee so much so that as a third-round pick, we're talking about nothing money he was making as a rookie on a rookie contract, and they still traded him away. Like, no thanks. We'll trade him somewhere else. We'll let you have him. And now Packers benefit. It looked like a great deal for them. Malik Willis has had this one spectacular game, but he's been pretty competent in all these spot starts he's had for the Packers. Jordan Love has been banged up a handful of times since Malik Willis was traded over there in 2024.
Yeah, I think he could be a piece of the puzzle, but again, and I think if they wanted too much, I wouldn't overpay. That's all I would say. His sample size is not great enough. And you're exactly right. The Jets have a history of inability to develop quarterbacks, rewashing someone else's used laundry. Here's my laundry. You want to run it through your washing machine for me? And that list is pretty long, right? And so, Malik, without someone there to develop him, I would question his production. Tennessee Titans, that quarterback factory of Tennessee Titans didn't want him. Of 2 years ago, right? Who are in so desperate need they use a number one draft pick 12 months after they said this guy's kicked rocks. So
that's true.
Yeah, I just don't think so. I think he could be part of it as long as he was reasonably priced. But yeah, I wouldn't pay him, $4 or $5 million a season. That'd be about it.
And this is probably unfair, but. Yeah, this is probably unfair, but how Justin Fields just went sort of scares me on the Willis thing. And I saw some analysts saying in the streets that Justin Fields' non-success story with the Jets will probably affect the Malik Willises of the world for guys that you want to take a chance on. And like I said, I don't know if that's fair because they're totally different players, but yeah, I've said this before and I'll say this again. This won't be the last quarterback speculation episode we do where a name is brought up for some reason, an insider connects them or what have you. We vet it out here on the show, but as Jet fans, we can't just disregard anybody. There's no name that should be brought up this offseason at quarterback, trade, free agency, draft, where we immediately go, come on. I have another show planned in the future. We'll see when it hits. But there are fans that have read, no way. And I'm like, what? How are we just disregarding that? We're throwing rocks from a glass house over here. And we'll get into that one eventually. I can't believe the Jet fans that have just immediately dismissed this other option. We'll talk about another show. But that's what I say about Malik Willis is that we shouldn't disregard anybody. We should be open to everything, attached to nothing. We should be absolutely vetting all our possibilities at the quarterback position, no matter what rock it comes under. Again, free agency, trade, draft, all the above.
Yeah, you're part of that crew, by the way, that poo-poos people. They're not good enough.
Okay,
I don't want that person.
Please, let's have this conversation.
Okay. Well, you had zero interest, and I was castigated on this show. Yeah, you can look it up. On this show for even suggesting that they go after Daniel Jones. And I'm not, there's an example. When I brought his name up, I got barraged by the coffee club, by you. Oh my God, we're way too good for that. And your point is exactly, and apparently you've come full circle, because the Jets aren't good enough to ignore anyone. And it's funny, you go back to the three quarterbacks the Jets were pursuing or considering this year. The Jets picked the worst of the litter. Like, here's the Cats, and here's the who's that? I'll take the runt. Let's see how it works out. So it's really, I do think there's going to be stigmata associated with the Jets and going after some of these, like Jameis Winston, some of these other names out there. They're not going to care. I want an opportunity to start in the NFL. I'm going to go zing this place. And I think it'd be very exciting to trade for Jameis Winston. But some of the other ones that a quarterback that really believes they could be a starter in the future are going to be reluctant to come to the Jets because their clear inability to call offensive plays designed for the quarterback, to develop quarterbacks. And you don't have to. There's 3 quarterbacks that are starting in the NFL right now that used to be Jets. That can't be a coincidence. So hopefully the Jets and AG, if he's going to be here, they've got to do something different when they bring in one of these quarterbacks. But this rookie that we don't know, that we'll talk about in the future, the one they draft, and then this middling, I think that's the strategy. Proven veteran, a middling second QB that may have some potential, and then this rookie. That's what the new quarterback room looks like. And I let the glass man go, by the way. I have zero interest in re-signing him after this season.
Which is, of course, Tyrod Taylor, which, by the way, perfectly aligned with. I've got no interest in bringing back.
God
no
bless
offense.
Him. Best of luck to him.
Yeah,
no offense intended.
With all due respect. Yeah,
all due
right.
respect.
Yeah,
Kick
of
rocks.
course.
Be careful. I don't want you to break your foot when you're kicking him, but
I like Tyrod. He seems like a good guy, but we're not in the charity business. We're in the, hey, can you play quarterback and not die business? And well, unfortunately, he has stunk, and he's been injured all the time, and he's battling 2 injuries right now. And then he had a personal situation, which is why he missed the previous game. So there's just been a lot going on there. So I'm fine with punting on Tyrod Taylor. But real quick, I just want to work our way back, and then we'll get to all those memberships you guys gifted earlier and the raffle prize and everything. You said that the Jets picked the wrong choice, and I'm glad you must have put your glasses off to the side, because see, with your hindsight 2020 vision, seeing now that it was the wrong choice is interesting, because we go back to those 2 guys that apparently were in the conversation, which was Marcus Mariota, apparently how you pronounce it, which I guess, thanks for letting us know that 30 years into your career, and then Carson Wentz for the other choices. So we got to see both of those quarterbacks, because of injury, play this season. Both looked not good. Mostly Carson Wentz looked terrible. At least Marcus Mariota had some moments of some relative success. That did not happen for Carson Wentz, who stunk. So how in God's green earth are we going to be comparing one crap option to another crap option? You're telling me Carson Wentz was this clear upgrade over Justin Fields. I don't see that. And quite frankly, the results don't say that. The results don't say that in historic sense of the last 3-4 years, because he hasn't been a full-time starter since the Washington Commanders back in 2022. And so the numbers were bad. And then the numbers were bad this year when he got called upon in Minnesota.
Yeah, I think we're going to agree to disagree. He threw for about 250 yards a game on the average, with multiple 300-yard passing games. How many of those did Justin Fields have?
How many turnovers did he have?
I'll wait. All right. So, right.
How many turnovers for Carson Wentz?
How many did he have? You tell me.
I believe he had 6 touchdowns to 5 picks. That's not the kind of ratio I normally like to operate with.
Right. And you got to go behind the facts on each of those interceptions, right? Receivers run wrong routes. Receivers tip balls in the air, right? He's throwing the ball around the field, which we couldn't get Justin Fields to throw the ball more than 3 yards down the field at any point in the game, and had multiple 50-yard games. 50-yard games. 50. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing, that you could actually have multiple 50-yard games. So, yes, either one of those 2 would have been better. They definitely need to do something completely different, build this layered strategy for 2026 for the quarterbacks, 100%. Get creative, and don't poo-poo.
Yes, I think,
and as you said, all options have to be reviewed and considered. All options should be on the table, and recognize, as long as the reality of what 2026 is for the Jets, it's not a 12-5 season. It's not a Super Bowl run. It's a clearly, there's no plug and play. There's no Hassan Reddick. If we sign Hassan Reddick and Devontae Adams, things are really going to pay out for us. No, they're not. No, they're not. So it's going to be use the R word. Don't be afraid of it. Not that R word, by the way. That's canceled. But use the R word. It's a rebuild. That's what's going on.
Ah, okay. I'm going to be honest. I didn't get that at first. What R word you were referencing? But thank you for the clarity on that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Pop, let's give some love here to the couple hundred people we have in the room. Thank you very much. Right off the top rope, even before the show started, we had a bunch of memberships being gifted. What about Nate the Great? Nate _ Jets, baby, with a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. For more gifted, we play a special one of these.
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
Nice icky shuffle there, buddy. And let me get one more in before you read all these, Pop. We have NC Green gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Shout out NC Green. And a reminder to both NC Green and Nate the Great, these raffle tickets you submitted are for our brand new raffle to be announced, TBD. So it all counts. I have it written on the sheet, but the raffle reveal we're going to do in a few minutes has nothing to do with these raffle tickets. So don't worry about that. Those are for the next raffle. But Pop, do you have the names of all these?
I don't.
Okay,
My phone will not go back that far. And
okay, I believe I have them here. So let me see. Let me make sure. Yes, I do. Okay, so here are all the 5 new members of Boy Green Coffee Club. First off, shout out to Nate the Great for getting these in. Bucks and Beamers, Jet Life, Georgie, M123, and That Kid to It. You guys are all now members of Boy Green Coffee Club. Make sure you tip your waiter there, Nate the Great, for gifting you those. And NC Green's yours went to NYJ Dave. NYJ Dave. You guys are all now members of the Boy Green Coffee Club. Welcome to the Army, baby. Welcome to the show. So thank you, NC Green and Nate, for that. Again, those raffle tickets will be for our brand new contest. And just a little bit, Pop, we'll do our raffle, our December raffle winner. That'll be coming up. But I did put the poll out there in the universe. Hey, Malik Willis, how you guys feeling about that in the comment section? Would you like the Jets to sign quarterback Malik Willis in free agency? Yes, sign him, baby, or no, don't overreact. It's 50-50 right now. 100% 50-50. 60% of the time it works every time. And I am intrigued by Malik Willis. There's no doubt. I am sort of burned by free agent quarterbacks of the past and overreacting to a small sample size. Again, he's appeared in 22 games, only 6 starts. This last one was the best start of his career, which is great. And we'll see. Maybe not at the last start. The Packers are in the playoffs, so we'll sort of see how many more Malik Willis games we're going to see and more sample size, perhaps, to add to this. But he's an intriguing option. I don't totally dismiss it. Yeah, playoffs, which, one day we'll get back there. One day for sure. Before I'm dead. One day for sure.
I wouldn't put that.
Playoffs? Are you talking about the playoffs?
I'm not sure. It may not happen in your lifetime. You just got to be able to handle that truth.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens there from that perspective. All right, Pop, anything Happy New Year related? Anything, some New Year's resolutions you want to get off your chest? Anything on this Malik Willis thing we didn't get to? Anything before we reveal our raffle winner and go to the phone lines and the rest of the program?
I would just say, there's that saying going around. I think we used it on the show that, I wish I knew those were the good times, why they were happening.
Yeah.
I've gummed that up, but you understand what I'm saying. So I would say is no day is promised, right? We had some scares this year for many of the Boy Green Coffee Club family members, etc. The future is not promised. So enjoy the moment. And I'll even reference a terrible Adam Sandler movie. Don't click your way through your life. So stop, enjoy, live in the moment while you plan for the future. So that's my only advice for the new year.
A terrible Adam Sandler movie. I love the movie Click. You didn't love Click?
Well, I like all of his movies. Some of those people don't like him, but it was a fine movie. But the example is pertinent. Live in the moment. Enjoy the time that you have, especially with the grandchildren and your children. These are the golden years, and you'll reflect back as a father, the years go by. You'll look at, some ornaments they made, 10, 15 years from now, you look at the ornaments they made this year, next year, and the few years, and you're like, where did it go?
Yeah. Well, first off, if I was going to pick a terrible Adam Sandler movie, I'd put Jack and Jill before I pick Click.
Yeah, Jack and Jill, that was right there. So,
oh God. But anywho, to your point, though, I had that moment yesterday, last night with my children. So I was doing work all day, and then we were going to do the Stranger Things. So now I all as a family and all watch it together. And my fiance had to make dinner. So, we sort of trade off parenting. I have to work a lot, and she's, overseeing the children operation, and we're doing that. And then at dinner time, normally I'll get to tag in, and sometimes tag in throughout the day with all kinds of stuff. But the point is, I got to tag in, and it's just, me and the kids just sort of hanging out, no phones, no nothing. And they're just playing. And it was 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. But my daughter was playing with her pterodactyl and just screaming, fly, fly, fly. And then Polly, my son, Paul Andrew Esden III, was into it too. We were all just playing dinosaurs. I just took a step back, like in my own head, not physically, but in my own head, I just took a step back and went, wow. Like, my daughter cares enough that she wants to hand me these dinosaurs to play with her. Polly, my son, is engaged in this dinosaur activity. I'm like, holy crap, they're only going to be this small for a limited time. They're only going to be right here for what it is. And it was just, like, woof. I had to take a step back and sort of think about it. Because, like, again, this time is flying. For instance, I'm going to say the thing that I've also been saying, and I want to stop saying it, is when people ask how old are my children, I say, my son turned 1 in November and my daughter turns 4 in January. So, like, I've fast forwarded 3, because every time someone asks, I'm like, oh, she's going to be 4. Oh, she's going to be 4. And what I want to do is say, shut up, Paul, she's 3. And until someone peels back your fingernails, you don't say that she's 4, because I don't want to rush it any faster than it is, if that makes any sense.
It does. It does. It's a good way to think of it.
Yeah. So, anywho, there you go. So enjoy it all, people. And again, I'm very thankful for all the love we've had on this show, and I can't wait for our next event, Pop. And you gave a tease the last time you were on the show, saying, "Oh, maybe it'll be more than one event this year."
Yeah, maybe we'll run a poll about that second event on Saturday when we get together.
All right. Stay tuned to that, folks. So maybe we do have at least one event every year. That's our Jets ticket tailgate extravaganza. So, folks, make sure you don't miss out on that. Save all your shekels and be ready for that opportunity when it presents itself here in the near future. So do that. But maybe, perhaps, like I said, on Saturday is the normal day that Hop on Pop joins. And by the way, let me clarify that. I guess I clarified it with my Pop over text, but didn't say it to the universe. This bonus episode of Hop on Pop here is not in place of Saturday. He'll be on both days. He'll be on today, and he'll also be on coming up on Saturday. Correct, Pop?
That's right. That's right. We got to put one in the bank, because in a few weeks, I'll be flying to Romania, so I will have to skip a week.
Oh, so we're making up for it now. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Cash it in. Cash in your money in the bank contract. That tracks. That tracks. All right. Well, Pop, let's do this. Let's waste no more time. Folks, it's time for the raffle. It's time for a raffle action. So just to explain for all our new viewers and listeners potentially, throughout an entire month, so we had 31 days in December, throughout the entire month, people submitted raffle tickets are $3 a piece for a variety of these prizes. And those prizes included this Jet Santa Funko Pop, the Nick Mangold tribute shirt, and our Boy Green Woody tailgate package we're going to be sending out. So all those items will go to one person. Every $3 you spend gives you a raffle ticket. If you have one chip at the table, you have a chance to win. And quite frankly, people have won before with very limited tickets. But obviously, the more tickets you have, the greater your odds are. So it's all up to the universe. We use the wheel of name picker. So it's not up to me. It's up to the gods. They are the one who picks the winner. And then whenever I pick that winner, I'll reach out to you, or you can reach out to me, vice versa. And we'll make sure we get these items shipped to you. And then we start the new raffle. So, Pop, are you ready?
The wheel of name picker. Let's work on that. But yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, everybody, here we go. I'm going to share the screen. This is wheelofnames.com. This is what we use for our raffles. I input the data before the show, as you can see here. Here's our spinning wheel. Okay. All of your inputs are in. So obviously the people with bigger slices of the pie are those that have more raffle tickets. So again, whatever the wheel says is final. So we throw it up to the gods. Good luck to all you guys in there. Again, you see all kinds of people have 1, 2, 3, 5, 50, 100 raffle tickets are all over in the place. So Pop, want to do a countdown or something?
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay, here we go, baby. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Here we go. Oh, it's going to go to someone with a few raffle tickets. Harvey Bouchard Jr. Wow, is the winner of our raffle. Harvey Bouchard Jr., who had 5 raffle tickets this month. It goes to show you that anyone can win this. Shout out to Harvey. So, Harvey, if you're out in the audience, I see you sporadically in the comment section, so this may be a hunt to find you. But Harvey, make sure you reach out to me on any social media portal that is @BoyGreen25. Make sure you reach out. We'll make it happen. This is my email. I'll throw this up on the screen real quick. That's paulaesdajr@gmail.com if you prefer email, or @BoyGreen25. That's BOY, boy, Green, GREEN, and then the digits 25 on any social media platform. Congratulations to Harvey for winning our December raffle. Nearly Johnny boy there, and ends up going to our guy Harvey all over the place. So there you go. Again, folks, that's why you get into the raffle. Again, 5 raffle tickets, $15, won all that stuff. Sometimes it's the people that have the most. Sometimes it's not. It's up to the wheel of names. They're the one there. So, Harvey, I don't have immediate contact info for you, so please make sure you reach out. As soon as you do, we'll work out all the particulars so you win. You get your raffle prize. Congratulations, Harvey.
What's his last name again?
Bouchard.
Mama said.
Yeah, they're very close to Boucher. Could be a brother or cousin nephew there. Could be. So
that should be you go to the water boy. That should be the Jet strategy on offense this week.
What's
Just
that?
take 3 knees and a punt. Then no turnovers.
Well, I'll tell you, speaking of, Bobby Boucher, we're wearing the Clark Griswold jerseys for our audio-only listeners. Me and my pop are wearing the same thing with the BG hat that's unavailable to anybody out there, and then the Clark Griswold jerseys. And I've seen it. I don't own one, but there is a Bobby Boucher Mud Dogs jersey out there in the universe you could buy, apparently. What a cool just movie prop football jersey to have. If you just pull that out, people are like, whoa, hey. So that might have to be on a future raffle. That'd be a fun one for sure. So yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. All right, Pop, if you are ready to roll, we'll jump over to the phone lines. Okay, and also, so I'm about to open up the phone lines. Now, every raffle ticket from the beginning of the show throughout will be for our next month's raffle, which we will reveal at a certain point here for you guys to all get excited about. We got some pretty cool items coming up here for January. So let's do this, folks. We'll hit the HEP timeout, and your phone calls will be welcome for the next bit of time here. More coming up on BGD.
1, 2, 3. Whoa! Boy Green, fucking daily, fucking daily, fucking daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green daily, fucking daily, fucking daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. Everyone, J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets. Boy Green, fucking daily, fucking daily, fucking daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green, fucking daily, fucking daily, fucking daily. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go!
Welcome back, everybody. Boy Green Daily here on Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green, New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Couple of things here. First off, thank you everyone that enjoyed my interview with none other than Rich Cimini, baby, of ESPN. A nice little 20-minute conversation. I hope you guys got a chance to check it out. If you haven't yet, make sure you do. It's over in the video section. Boy Green Coffee Club members got early access to this interview with my guy Rich, who's covered the Jets for nearly 4 decades. He has some beautiful stuff on the Lavernius Cole thing. I'll share some more clips on that throughout the week on social media about the Lavernius Cole story, one of my favorite Jets of all time, and now a police officer down there in Jacksonville. So, guys, check that out. And, of course, he talks about the job security of one Aaron Glenn. So we got into a lot of good stuff. If you guys have not checked out that interview, it's only 20 minutes and jam-packed. You won't regret it. I guarantee it. They're in our video section as well. And before we get to the phone lines, Pop, today is appointment viewing for New York Jet fans because we have all the college football games and the quarterbacks that Jet fans could be watching. But before I get there, Pop, I've heard a lot of people talking some trash about Notre Dame in the streets saying, oh, thank God the CFP didn't let Notre Dame in or else we wouldn't have gotten this crazy Miami run where they just upset the Ohio State Buckeyes yesterday.
Yes. Well, Notre Dame would have also upset the Buckeyes. The team that was playing the best for the longest stretch of that bottom tier of the playoffs was clearly Notre Dame, winning 10 in a row. But, I was pleasantly surprised as I'd rather not see Ohio State advance. So if someone is going to advance, I'm okay with it being Miami.
There you go. A new champion will be guaranteed. Of course, the Buckeyes won the championship last year and one of the big favorites to win it again this year. So Ohio State getting knocked off is monumental. A 10 seed in Miami making a run here, which is pretty crazy. The quarterback appointment viewing, by the way, will be at 12 o'clock as Havmo. I saw you say it in the comment section. For Dante Moore fans in the audience, Oregon, Texas Tech. That's at noon. And then we'll have Alabama, Indiana, Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson, and Fernando Mendoza, That'll be at 4 o'clock. That'll have 2 quarterbacks of potential interest for the Jets. But Dante Moore coming up at noon. So, folks, get your appointment viewing and a lot of quarterback studying happening here. And in the middle of all that, me and Woody would do some Boy Green Meets Woody later today at 3 o'clock. So I'll probably have another TV going on and try to multitask with all that action cooking up as well. So, guys, take full advantage. All right, Pop. Let's do it. Let's jump to the phone lines. It's let me get this damn car. Where's the keys? Here it is. Badshaw, baby.
First call of 2026.
Remember it,
Am
folks.
I right?
Hey now.
Number
Hell
1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes, guys. Can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. I cannot hear y'all.
Oh.
Why can I not hear y'all?
Is that a rhetorical
I'm butchering this already.
Oh, boy.
Dude.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you before.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Hold on. I'm going to have to, you're going to have to put somebody else on. I'm sorry.
What a disaster. Badshaw. Woo! I'm the first caller, baby. Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Badshaw. So sorry. Unfortunate. But hopefully we get Badshaw back. I mean, that was a memorable first call of 2026. That was a memorable first call of 2026.
He's improved his lighting in his bathroom.
I was going to say that. Hey, a new year, New Year's resolutions. Sometimes people have New Year's resolutions like they're like, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do this or that. I'm going to lose weight. And some of those you can't see the immediate results on January 1st, but that's where it starts. For Badshaw, his New Year's resolution, better lighting, immediate better lighting. I want to see that kind of installation process with the New York Jets, right? They identify an issue and they're like, boom, and they hit it. It's not like, hey, I'm going to sort of work on this throughout the year. All right, here's take 2 of Badshaw. All right, let me try that one more time. Badshaw. Badshaw?
Dude, I don't know why, but when you put me on, your voice gets lower.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I can barely hear you, but I can hear you because I heard you say.
What about the volume on your phone? Is that turned down?
Yeah, I've got it full blast.
All right,
full blast. But I will tell you, I've been up since 5:30 yesterday.
Wow. What?
Yeah, my wife was pulling out to leave for work, and I was in the driveway, and she's like, "How the fuck did you get here?" And I'm like, "I cannot tell you my secrets." I made it home. I made it home, guys.
Amen.
And I know Pop's got a little pissed off look on his face, but I want to see him smile. Come on, smile, Pop. There you go. Come on, buddy. That's what I like to see. God damn.
So what were you doing for the past 27 hours?
Do you know what good boys are?
I don't think so.
Oh fuck. They're like they're like canned vodka drinks. We drink them here in Arkansas. It's a golfer, John Daly, I think's his name.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler movie there.
It supports the pups, but we've drinking a lot of them tonight, boys. A lot of them, and a lot of good boys fell tonight. I'll just tell you that. But I made it home, and the thing is dude, we are freaking blessed. I know our team is not done what we want them to do, but we are freaking blessed, fellas. Like, we live in a great fucking country. We have so much stuff to be thankful for. I've got a beautiful fucking wife. I've got a stupid ass dog, and I've got a beautiful family, guys. And I'm just telling you right now, be fucking thankful for that shit, because there's other countries, somebody could walk in my house and chop my fucking head off right now. But you don't do that in Piggott, Arkansas. I'll tell you that right now. You won't freaking do that. But here's the deal. Philly called in yesterday about somebody pissing on his foot. Does that sound right?
Yep. New Year's, yep.
Where was he when someone pissed on his foot?
New York for the ball drop. Everyone was all together, and someone was using him apparently as he used the term a pitch shield. They said, "Hey, don't move. The cops are around." He's like, "What?" And then the guy just whipped out his Johnson and just went to town, I guess. So,
okay, so I've got to make a rebuttal to this, because Philly thought he had it bad. So we go to see is it Rockefeller where the big tree is? Everybody goes. So 2 years ago, we go to New York, to an Atlanta. It's 2 or 3 years ago. We go to a New York Atlanta Falcons game around December.
All right.
Y'all know I've got my little scooter I'm scooting around on.
Sure.
We're in this big crowd. I noticed this kid next to me. He's getting really close. Really close. He's probably like 7, 8 years old. Really close to me, like almost sitting in my damn lap. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, what the heck is up with this kid? Come to find out, I've got these little arm rails on my scooter. I had hooked his backpack with my scooter, and I was dragging him with me.
Jesus.
And this kid, like, his parents are like thinking I'm trying to abduct this kid. And I'm like, this kid's just like walking next to me. Paul, no, don't run off now. I'm sitting there dragging this kid. I have no clue. I think this kid's just like, amazed by the tree. And I'm just dragging this kid down the street singing "Hoomba Diddy Diddy Dum Diddy Dum." And anyway, finally we get this kid unhooked. And there's a reason. When y'all saw me in New York the last time, I keep my arm rails flipped up, because I do not want to hook a little kid, because that is, you do not want that. You just don't want that, guys. You don't want that.
No. Wise words. Wise words for the new year. Yep.
But, I love the jerseys. I actually bought my cousin one of those jerseys last year. You got to love Christmas Vacation. Yeah.
Yes.
But, fellas, I know I'm rambling on. I'll get off here. But, guys, let's be excited for next year. We don't know what's going on, but we've got to have some kind of freaking faith in our team. I love our community. We're always here. We're always repping. And happy birthday, FL Phil. I'm a couple days late, but happy birthday, FL Phil. And I'm out.
There he is, Badshaw. Wow.
That's he's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
That's true. So happy belated birthday to Philium there. We shall be thankful, as Batshaw says, for his quote, beautiful wife. And congratulations. Very nice. Laura's terrific. So that's awesome for you. Kidnapping kids and drinking to the night and all that other stuff. That was there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that for Jets fans, and to keep with the theme, how could things get worse? Take a look around here. We're at the threshold of hell.
That's true, and I love you working these in. Here's something else I saw. Speaking of Christmas Vacation, and I had never thought about it like this, but they say so. Like the plot of A Christmas Vacation is all around Clark Griswold is expecting this Christmas bonus he had gotten forever, and they change it from a Christmas bonus of monetary value of what he would have gotten to the Jelly of the Month Club. And like he loses his shit because he had already put a $7,500 deposit on this pool, and he'd be in up to here if he didn't get that Christmas bonus. And then some business thing or something on Instagram wrote that, like, isn't that crazy that they thought in the 80s that it was so crazy that he wouldn't have received a Christmas bonus of monetary value, that it was the entire plot of a movie, and now we fast forward to nowadays, and that's not it's from what the business thing was saying, that it's sort of a surprise if you get a Christmas bonus. That's not a guarantee for everyone in all their jobs that sort of thing even comes to be. So it just makes you think about the moment in time that some of these movies happen, that it just sort of goes full circle. And I was like, wow, I had never thought about that till they wrote it in that form or fashion. So
yeah, nowadays if you get one, you're surprised.
Yeah.
If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I would be more surprised than I am right now with this Christmas bonus.
That's very well done there. And I'm sure we'll work in a couple more of those before this is over. So Badshaw's about to go to sleep. So night, Badshaw, or morning, whatever
Good
the
morning,
case.
morning.
Just,
but
hey, it's a holiday.
It was a real nice surprise. Real nice.
Yeah, there you go, pal. So fully enjoy it, Badshaw. We'll check back in with you later. We'll be on for a little bit longer here. Excuse me, taking your phone calls. Again, another congratulations to Harvey Bouchard Jr. You won our raffle, so please, Harvey, if you hear or any of this, we'll try to get it to you ASAP. We'll give you a couple of days to reach out, respond, or I guess we'll spin the wheel again. But Harvey, it is yours. All you have to do is collect and let me know your address information, and we'll get that to you. Let me highlight some other comments here as we're going through. Is there any other lines you want to get off your chest there, Pop?
No, but while we're waiting, could I refill your eggnog for you? Get you something to eat? Drive you out to the middle of nowhere and leave you for dead?
That's another goodie. Happy New Year, everybody. Appreciate that. Keep that rolling. And Dave Briga said Notre Dame got jobbed, and I don't even like them. So thank you, Dave Briga, for that. Briga called in yesterday. That was very nice. Happy New Year, Jet fans. I see that in here as well. Can we, NY Jets fandom, as a request, Paul, can we have the Fernando song for good luck? We need one for the new year. So without further ado, real quick, let's give you some Fernando action, some good luck today in the college football playoff. Play, we're going to get into that. If the Jets draft Fernando Mendoza, would be pretty spectacular. Hey, in the mock draft, they had the Raiders taking Dante Moore and Fernando slipping to 2, which, by the way, the Jets could get. So, Pop, it sounds like you're real quick on this before we go back to the phone lines. Jerry Jones seemed to indicate that the Cowboys may use an interesting strategy this weekend where Dak gets the start, but he may not finish the whole game, and they may roll over for the Giants. And if the Giants win, they could drop all the way to 7. Jets could rise up to pick number 2 overall if they lose. What do you think of Jerry Jones indicating that maybe his star players won't be playing the whole game?
Yeah, I think what could happen is neither team wanting to win the game. If I don't know what it's clear that there's clear rationale why the Giants don't want to win the game. I don't know what rationale would be for the Cowboys not winning the game. So, right, because their draft position is not going to change markedly either way. So,
Right.
but letting Milton Bradley get half of a game maybe against a team that doesn't want to do. Yeah, I just don't understand. But who knows? Jerry says things to say things because he couldn't figure out another way to get a headline out there for anyone to pay attention. So that's what he had to do.
So there you go. So maybe it's just all a bunch of hoopla. Maybe that's what's going on. Let's go back to the phone lines here. Hep.
Hey guys, Happy New Year. Say Pop.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to this game today between the Ty Simpson, Fernando, I guess, match, coming up.
Mm-hmm.
What would it take for you to see the game, to say to yourself, whoa, this kid Ty Simpson is better than I realized? What would it take?
I don't know if it's just like he throws a touchdown pass. I'm like, boom, there it is. But I think it's just sort of. I think it's just. You know it if you see it, you know it. Like you just see it. It's just an intangible. You see him through the game, how he operates, how he's communicating with his teammates on the sideline. Big moments, of course, doing wonderful, 100% poise. Like when pressure's in his face and Indiana throws a kitchen sink out of him, how does he respond? When he throws a pick, how does he sulk and go to the sideline and whine and complain about it? Like, how does he face adversity in the brightest moment in the college football playoff with, the intensity at such a high level? So those are some of the things I'll be watching. Of course, the nuts and bolts of like him making really good throws and a key third down, and he makes a go ball throw. And you're like, wow, that was those were moments. So I guess some of that. Again, he's just so young in terms of experience that makes me a little nervous. But yeah, I mean,
he's not really a young guy though, right?
No, not young in age, right? Young in games played, right? Yeah.
I think that pays off in a way, being a little bit mature. For some reason, it seems to translate better to the NFL. Yeah. But however, I don't know if I'm thinking that if we get to the number 2, maybe another way to just thinking outside the box. If we trade that number 2, go back a little bit, get some more draft capital, then we pick up Notre Dame Love. We let go. We get rid of Brees. We pick up Love, and then what we do is we get Ty Simpson in the later in the round.
Yeah.
Then what we do is next year we draft another quarterback, and then worst comes to worst, we got some ammunition to trade or whatever, this or that, or if this doesn't fall out, it's more like a shotgun effect. Let's get 100 quarterbacks. Someone's got to work out,
Hey, increase your chances of hit rates. You know what I mean? And if you can multiply that by any factor, again, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, our Jet fans know this better than anybody, but it's hard to find a franchise quarterback. So if you can put multiple nets out there and hope one of these fish just either on purpose or accident fall into your net and you pull it, you're like, yeah, baby, here we go. And again, if we have the first world problem of having multiple good quarterbacks, phenomenal. I've been trying to find one. If we find multiple, God bless America. So yeah, I'm all.
Yeah, I mean, what you go way back, but people don't realize this. I think I've mentioned on the show before, but Troy Aikman was not a lock for the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, even though he was drafted where he was. They actually drafted another quarterback from the U, Steve Walsh.
Oh.
And so there was an open competition, and Steve Walsh had been Jimmy Johnson's quarterback at the University of Miami. And so there was a lot of competition. So they drafted him with the intent of seeing which one was going to stand up and stand out. And then when they determined it was Troy Aikman, then they traded away Steve Walsh, who ended up having an 11-year NFL career playing for various teams.
Yeah, he did.
It's
been a long time. I mean, one thing about being so old is that you've seen a lot. And I haven't seen a Jets quarterback be a team afraid to play the Jets, saying, "Oh, we got to watch out for that quarterback," since Namath. I haven't, they're all been like, maybe a little good, but no one where you go like, "Oh shit, here comes Joe Montana," Oh, here
No.
comes, Mahomes. What are we going to do? Here's Brady. What the fuck? Oh, when they go up to the line, you go, oh, shit, what do they got in the bag? What are they going to pull on us? Nobody. I haven't seen anybody do that since Namath. And it's like, we got to hit sometime. Like you say all the time, Paul. We got to hit it sometime.
Right? We're just due. I don't know. Like you keep jumping out of the boat, eventually got to hit water. I mean, that's just what the odds say, I suppose. So
yeah.
Hopefully our time's coming, Hep. Appreciate you. There he is. Happy New Year to Hep. Appreciate him joining us here on the program. A quick question.
What are you going to do with that? Bend over and I'll show you. How dare you talk? I wasn't talking to you.
Real quick question, Pop. Why is the carpet wet?
Yes, I don't know, Margot.
Well, there you go. Another classic. Here's an embarrassing, admittance confession. So I've seen Christmas Vacation, I don't know, 1 billion times. I watched it when I was a kid. I watch it in my own house now. And it didn't hit me until I have watched Seinfeld in the past, but I hadn't rewatched it the whole time. That Elaine Bennett was the neighbor the entire time. I had no idea. I always just saw her and I'm like, okay, there's whatever. There's Margot. And then like this time when I was watching Christmas Vacation, I'm like, holy shit, Elaine from Seinfeld. So yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know if I should have admitted that, but
can't see the line, can you, Russ?
Nope, can't. No, yeah, that but that's true. Hey, by the way, I see NY Jets fandom in here saying try running away from Lavernius Cole. It's bad idea. I'm sure he's still fast. Rich, and he talks about in the interview. Lavernius, he's like 47 years old, and part of the training to be a police officer is they run you through the gambit. They tase you, they pepper spray you, and you have to know what it feels like. I don't know why they do it, but oh my God, they beat the shit out of Lavernius Coles during this training stuff. And a lot of people, it gets so intense that they don't make it through training and they quit. And so Lavernius Coles looks like he's still in great shape. Good for him. He has this dedication to give back to his community, which is amazing. So it is a crazy story, but yeah, seeing Lavernius Coles in the full police gear, it's just it's wild.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Sometimes they let you, in lieu of jail time, they let you take a taser to the face.
Oh, really?
In the face.
Oh, there you go. A little Rob Riggle action. I miss Rob Riggle on NFL on Fox.
That is literally for a shout out to Badshot later. It'll make more sense later, Badshot, when you wake up, because you are going to be hungover.
Well, let's get to the belated birthday boy himself. Philium is on a nature walk with some palm trees. Very nice.
Palm trees.
Yeah, wait, let me go full screen here. Let me see this beautiful setting that Philium has out here. Wow. Nice. Okay.
Paradise, baby. I live in paradise.
Happy New Year, pal. Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I was on my walk and I'm listening, and when Badshaw called in, I was like, all right, I got to call. First of all, I love you. God bless your wife, Laura. Go to sleep, young man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he definitely needs to sleep. And it looks like, Philium, you're missing it out there. I got 2 feet of snow out here. Are you sure you don't want some of that experience, for the whole January, December thing?
Well, it's 40-something degrees right now, wind chill probably in the 30s. So for me, this is freaking winter, son.
That would be summer. I think it's 3 degrees outside right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Earlier this week, we had a negative wind chill of we had wind chill of negative 11 degrees. So
holy crap!
A bit nippy. There's a nip in the air. Yeah.
I just wanted to jump on real quick because of Badshaw's call. Happy New Year to everybody. And there's always next year, folks. All right.
There you go. Philium joining us here with the beautiful palm trees behind him. Very nice. Hey, our boy Philium has a certain song about next year, Pop. Here it is.
Well, we're sitting here where we've been sitting before, wondering why we keep taking more. And if you know why, won't you please share the reason with me? We start every season full of anticipation, hoping it don't end in frustration, but the football gods just won't ever let us be. We are the fans of a team called the New York Jets, and being one of them leaves you full of regret. And we ain't been happy since we won frickin' Super Bowl III. We need change. Now that folks have been fired, we need change. Someone to get us inspired and pray they'll turn it around just as quick as can be. So here's to next year, let's believe we can win. Here's to next year, start all over again. Let's keep smiling, 'cause you know there's always next year. Yeah, keep on smiling, 'cause you know there's always next year.
A beautiful song to play on a new year, which it is here in 2026. Well, Pop, any final thoughts here? We're going to call it here. We've got some other shows to get you guys out here for the new year. So, Pop, any final thoughts here? And again, Happy New Year to everyone. I see Jigga Porto out there. Happy New Year, Boy Green, and everybody that's out there in the comment section. Happy New Year to all you and your families. Go ahead, Pop.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Have a watch a little football, just take a little day to reflect, relax, and get back at it.
You serious, Clark?
Real nice. Real nice.
Well, there you go. Well, folks, you know what? The key is, while things have been a little bit sort of damper. It's been sad recently. We just got to press on, and we're going to have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny fucking Kaye. So, folks, that's exactly the kind of energy we're going to have heading into 2026.
Hey, now, make sure you get your Boy Green merch. Take that like button to Pound Town.
That is the free way to contribute, everybody. Again, congratulations once again to Harvey Bouchard Jr. You're the winner of our December raffle. Please get back to me ASAP, and we'll get that shipped out to you. Make sure you guys, if you're watching live or after the fact here on YouTube, you guys like that video. Again, shout out. We just surpassed it overnight. 8,250 subscribers. Absolutely humbling as we continue our march towards 10,000. So, folks, subscribe to the show if you haven't already. We got more coming. We'll have Boy Green Meets Woody at 3 o'clock in the middle of all this today, getting you ready for Jets Bills, baby, the regular season finale. Oh, it'll be juicy. We'll talk about all that later. Pop,
get ready.
Happy New Year.
Shitter's full.
Shitter's full. It's a good way to end. Thanks, everybody.